guys, I'm Sam.
I'm Jody.
Welcome back to our channel, Razor Focused. We're so glad you joined us. And Miss Jody's doing better and better every single day. Thank you for your prayers and your support. And what are we doing today, Jody?
I'm not sure.
Oh, we got a box in. So
We just got a package.
we got a package. So let's see what this package is. All right, Jody.
I need a knife.
Dum, bum, bum, bum.
Ah.
All right, so let's see what we have
this is.
in this box. And it looks like it might rain outside, so we're in the garage today.
Yeah, a little stormy.
Hopefully we will get some rain.
Yeah.
So who's that from again?
It says,
Now this one I do know because they did let us know.
it just says Bray Canyon Road. It doesn't
So
tell me.
this is from DreaMOTOR.
DreaMOTOR?
We did DreaMizer.
Now this is DreaMOTOR.
This is
Something
DreaMOTOR.
different.
Something a little different. So, let's see here.
DreaMOTOR, what is this? Woohoo! Directions, maybe it'll tell us. Lights!
More lights.
Laser whip lights, wiring diagram.
Laser whip lights. So that should be called lasers.
Laser!
So let's see what that is. Let's see there. So we have
Have the brackets. This looks like a bracket.
looks like a bracket.
I don't know to take it all out.
Let's just pull, ooh.
Oh, that is cool. I wonder if you like paint, the light paint kind of like.
So this is supposed to be a whipless whip light, if that makes any sense. So it's supposed to shoot up laser beams instead of the sticks.
Oh, that is so cool.
Yeah, so like one of the things that we've been talking about is the worry of sticks being caught up on trees and how they could break. So this is supposed to be, ooh, what'd you see?
I like it when they have a switch.
Yes, so look at that, a switch.
That
Now,
is so cool.
When we're gonna set this up as a temporary setup to see how it works, so to show you guys how it works, and then we'll decide if we're gonna mount the switch into the switch panel, but already.
That's a cool switch. I like that.
And look, it's really cool. It's really, so far, looking at this switch, everything's already all wired up. Let's see here. Oh, there's the control box.
Yes, so that would be like near
I'm
the
gonna
battery,
pull
I would
all
assume.
this out here. You know
Got
what? I'm gonna bring all this over here to the
Ooh,
table.
it has a remote, babe.
Oh, you know me and remotes.
Yes.
Go back
I
over
wonder
here.
if it has an app because it has a remote.
Ooh, that's on-off remote. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. I like it. And the
So
rest
mounts.
is bracket, mount, bolts.
Bolts, hardware. So my question though is, those are little screws. So how does that mount? Okay, I see the little screw. Let's pull that out.
It mounts on the sides. You just
No,
screw it
hang
in.
on here. No, what I'm trying to figure out is, we'll have to look at the instructions, but I'm trying to figure out, walking over here real quick, how we can use our mounts to mount those.
Oh, our mounts? I thought this was a mount. It would just...
Well, but what's that screw to? Well, let's look at the instructions and we'll see. But
Okay.
that's very cool. So let's go through this process. That looks awesome, and we'll see what's next. All right, friends. So now it's time to work on installation of these DreaMOTOR, these really cool whipless laser whip lights. I say whipless because there's no riser. That's really cool. It's just this little gizmo right here with a magnifying glass. So I can't wait to put those on. And then the instructions there, very simple instructions, not a whole lot to install. Now we have run into one issue, and we're going to do a follow-up video because I want to get this out to you as soon as possible, and then we're going to do another video. I have already noticed. So this is the mounting bracket, and again, very straightforward. You know, you just pop them on there. There's some holes there. You match them up, and you're good to go. The dilemma that we're having already is we've done several light reviews, and most lights have a 19 millimeter bolt, a nut on a big bolt, and that big bolt goes right into this hole on a standard lighting bracket. Now the dilemma that we're having is this doesn't use
The bigger bolt.
the bigger bolt. So let me grab one of those, Jody, so we can kind of demonstrate what we're talking about. This is from our last video. We talked about DreaMizer and how awesome those little light bars are, light whips. But I want you to see the difference in that's the bolt. And let's see if you can see that. That's the bolt.
Scoot it closer, baby. There you go.
You can see the difference there. And so the problem with that is in this mounting hole, which that's standard size, there's no bite to it at all.
So it falls right through.
So it just falls right through. There's no way to, even with a washer on it, the washer is not even, it still just goes right through. So,
and one good thing about having the lights is you can interchange them, and you don't want a bunch of holes in your roll bar or your vehicle where you would, like if you tap drill a hole or whatever.
Yeah, I don't want to drill into my roll bar. That's why we have light mounts. The standard light mount on almost every manufacturer is this right here. And so this one, unfortunately, does not fit. But I do want to review them because we can make it work. If I can see what I just did with my mount. We can make it work by getting either a bigger washer or drilling this out, drilling the base out for a bigger bolt, which is probably what we're going to do. So what I'm going to do is we're going to set up a temporary setup, and then our next video we'll do a more of a mod permanent for what the average razor guy is going to do, because you're going to have probably the standard mount. That's, again, 90% of all lights use that mount. So we're going to modify that. I don't have a bigger bolt in the shop here, believe it or not, or I drill it out right now so we can mount it. But not a big deal. It doesn't affect how we test the lights. So I'm really excited about these lights, though.
Yeah, I really like that they're compact, and that when you're driving down the trail, they're not going to get hit by things.
Yes, and again, Jody, you can realize that if if we can put these right here,
that'd be cool.
There's nothing to hit, or even right here. We can move this bracket to here and tuck it in this corner, which would be really sleek. And from branches, or if you were to, praise God, we've never rolled over, but if you were to roll over, that wouldn't break. So
yeah, that's a great idea. I like the idea of moving it down there. Yes. We have to modify that bolt.
Got to modify that hole there. So let's put this together and see what it looks like. Okay, so what Miss Jody was talking about is trying something else. We could drill into this, but again, I don't like to drill into things. So you can see this bolt, it just goes right through it. So ideally, that's how that works. It goes in there and it would seat. So we're going to still just drill this out, get a bigger bolt, so it'll catch, and I think that'll work.
Yep.
So let's
Great idea.
Going on the wire install. Okay, Jody, so if you remember on the last video, we did some modifications to our battery so we can just use these little connectors when we're testing a lot of stuff, because we keep on having to connect the battery, disconnect the battery, connect the battery, disconnect the battery. And what's really cool is this wiring is, again, DreaMOTOR, good job on the wiring harness. I'm coming, Jody.
I'm looking for you.
So these I wish were a little bigger so they would actually fit in a battery post. I don't think I'll focus that close, but if that was a little bigger so it would fit in a post. But we're going to use this little temporary connection, and we're going to, again, this is a temporary setup for everyone out there going, what are you doing, Sam? But I'm excited, though, really still about, even with the little modifications, I think this is going to be a really cool setup. Those lights seem really cool if it just shoots up laser beams into the air. So how cool is that? Okay, so now we've got this ready to go. And again, what's really cool is we set up our setup here. So let's go through here. And they give you plenty of lead, Jody. So now again, switch-wise, let's take a look how long this lead is, because I think, boy, they give you lots of wire. Okay, so look at that.
That's really big.
That's to the controller. So easy, I mean, that's to the battery. Easy location of putting, walk over here with me, Jody. The cool thing about the Razor is you have some ports right here next to the steering wheel that you can just pop out and put a switch there.
Oh, that'd be cool. I didn't notice those.
What's really cool, and this is going to fit in that. You could pop that in. There's plenty of length to go down the side here, up to your
kinda tuck it
battery
in.
and back over. So,
Ooh.
I think I'm really going to like these, and I think we're going to end up keeping these if they work the way I think they're going to work. So I'm just going to switch on over, pull off my battery charger, because that's all that is a battery charger port. I'm going to plug that in. So I'm going to plug it. Ooh, blue lights. Look at that. That's already
I
on.
like that it lights up too. That makes me happy.
Yeah, so look at that.
Like it.
Okay, so now let's run this wire back over here. They give you, now again, they give you plenty of wire, so that's...
So it could work on a big rig as well.
Yeah, this could work on a 4-seater easily. So I know there's a lot of guys out there with 4-seaters, and look at that. I mean, there is a ton of wiring in this harness, and so very cool. Okay, so these are keyed, Jody, and it's a soft weather pack, so they're weather sealed, and boom, there we go. We got red, and now we're going to bring this up here. It slid down, and it just ties it together, and again, there's arrows to arrows. So I'm going to set that right in here. Let's just send that the other way to the other side there. And let's do the other one.
That is so cool.
So you can see, I'll say it's very well thought out in the aspect of putting it together. It's super easy to do. So let's do the second one. Same thing. Match up the arrows. There we go. We got red. Oh, there's an O-ring, and again, this just weather seal. So technically, well, we're on, but let's just put the wiring in here, Jody, and there's the box there. So let's see what the switch does. Oh, the switch.
It does change color too.
Yeah, look at the switch right up here, Jody, on my thumb. The switch is changing the color. I don't know if you can see it all at one time. So I'm just hitting the switch here. So that turns it off, turns it on, and you just hit the bottom again.
I was wondering how it changed color.
And it changes color.
That's cool.
And there was a remote, you said.
Yep, it's in the box.
Let's see what this remote does. Well, let's see here. Okay, Jody. Same complaint as the last time. It has a pull tab, as if there should be a battery in there, but there is no battery. So,
Wah, wah.
womp womp. Fortunately, I have a 2025 right here, just in our miscellaneous tool drawer here, and let's see what that does. Hey, you see it? Turned them off.
Yeah, I saw it.
Turn them on, and if you click the on button,
Oh, that's where you change color.
you can change right here on this remote. So by clicking the on button, you can see that I am changing the colors. So the reality, I tell you what, Jody, what I like about this one is, and I like apps. The other ones have been app-based, and it's really cool. We talked about that. But what I do like about this one is we use our phone to do some recording right now. We're using the big camera, but when we're on the trail, typically that's what we're using because it's easier and the waterproof, I can wash it, all those things. So the cool thing I do like about this is this little guy right here. Because I can just set it over here and I can do whatever controls I want to do quickly.
That is so cool.
So very cool. So I'm going to, just out of curiosity, Jody, I'm going
Turn out
to
the lights.
turn off the lights here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
Ooh, that's actually...
It just kind of glows. It doesn't have a music feature on this one.
This one does not have a music feature, but
Okay.
it's just whipless whip lights. Go ahead and back up a little, Jody. I want to see if I move these here. If...
Kind of looks like a night scope right now.
Let's see here. So see if I was to put these... Well, you can kind of see a beam there.
Yeah, I was looking at the beam earlier.
So that is really cool.
It's more of a glow than a beam, though.
More of a glow than a beam. But I really like that, though.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So, that's cool. Awesome. All right, guys. So those are the whipless lights temporary setup. This is part 1. We are going to do a part 2 because we need to get some different hardware to make that work. But DreaMOTOR, so far, I really, really like the concept of the light. I can't wait to really mount it up and see. Just right now, I can't mount it with the hardware that's given. So we definitely want to mount it. And the product itself, one, very, very easy to install. Took us a few
plug and play.
Plug and play. So I like that. Very easy to install. Seems a lot more durable because there's nothing to get broken off. So that's really cool. I like how you can change the colors on the switch. And I like just, again, that there's enough cord to do what you need to do. Because sometimes, again, the cords are too short. So what do you think, Jody?
I like it. Yeah.
It's a win?
Sure.
Sure, it's a win. Let's wait till part 2, which we will do next week. And we'll do a follow-up and see how we can modify that bracket so we can permanently mount them. Because that's ultimately the goal. So I'm so glad you joined us for this adventure and this review. DreaMOTOR, good job. Stay tuned for part 2. Bless you.
Oh, excuse
allergies.
Me. Sorry.
And we just are so thankful for you. Make sure you like and subscribe. And I pray that you have an amazing and wonderful, blessed every day.
And stay razor focused.